I'm Michael Miller, and this is my presentation on psychedelic mushrooms. There are 9 types of psychedelic mushrooms, and they are broken down into categories: Kinsobi, Copenlandi, Galerina, Gymnopolis, Insobi, Paranolus, Philotina, Paludius, and Sicobi. They've all been illegal since the 1970s, but they were commonly used in religious practices. More commonly today, you see it on the streets as a recreational drug that people experience. What are the psychedelic mushrooms and their effects? Psychedelic mushrooms are a hallucinogen. An hallucinogen, a drug that causes hallucinations such as LSD. And a hallucination is a visual effect that's not really there. It's drug induced or medically induced. They can cause nausea, yawning, feeling relaxed or drowsy. It can lead to an introspective experience, nervousness, paranoia, panic, hallucinations, and psychosis. The mushrooms, when they're consumed after they have taken effect, you feel tired as your body's processing everything. And mushrooms are a fungi. They're not meant to be eaten or abused in any way for benefit. They can lead to visual effects if eaten in a large quantity. The large quantity that has been posted about has been like 3.5 grams to 4. It's depending on the person, the weight, the size, how much you've eaten, if you've eaten before the day before, if you've ever experienced them before. How are they grown? Environment can be grown all over the world, but most of the species are found in subtropical rainforest. Subtropical rainforests are ideal growing because it's the wet, moist, dark place that fungi like. It's very convenient to them as that's the type of environment they thrive in. Fungi from the Sicobi are found on all continents except Antarctica, but most commonly found in Europe and in the Americas. They can be grown on the cow manure. That's the commonly mistaken thing everyone hears about, as they can be grown on cow manure, as that's disgusting or gross. Most of the people, they clean them off before they consume them. It's just an easy way to do it. It thrives with it. It has the nutrients. How are they consumed? They can often be prepared by drying and commonly mixed into food. They can be crushed or drank. But they can also be picked freshly and eaten from greenhouses or gardens. They can be mixed into tobacco and smoked. The people that roll their own cigarettes that are addicted to the psychedelic mushrooms can roll them up and smoke them is a way of avoid eating them, avoid the taste. The schedule. Mushrooms are a Schedule 1 drug as well as marijuana, heroin, LSD, ecstasy. These drugs have a high chance of abuse as they can be highly addictive. In the bottom right, I've put the schedule of drugs. Schedule 1 drugs contain heroin, LSD, peyote, ecstasy, MDMA, GHB, and meth. The signs of use. Signs of use is changing in behavior, the change in eating patterns, change in sleep, and the social events. Once you've done mushrooms, you avoid social events because of the paranoia, the nausea, the fatigue, the visual effects if you receive any. Could look sick, pale skin if eaten a poisonous mushroom instead of a psychedelic. Psychedelic mushrooms can commonly be mistaken for poisonous mushrooms as they look the same. Just one can make you extremely sick and be treated, and the other one gives you the psychedelic drug effect. The treatment for psychedelic mushrooms. There isn't a real treatment for psychedelic mushrooms as they aren't highly addictive as other substances that people use on a regular basis. These aren't drugs that you have to have, your body has. It's something that people do when they want to change it up. The only treatment is to wean yourself off of a psychedelic mushroom by stop eating them in general. There's no real treatment. There's no therapy. There's no drug. There's no nothing that anyone can do for you. It's a wean yourself off situation that you have to try not to use the drug while you're trying to stop. Withdrawal. When withdrawing from psychedelic mushrooms, the user will have a altered state of mood and won't understand everything happening around them. They will suffer from memory loss and will suffer from flashbacks, fatigue, and drug irritability. These people will suffer the flashbacks when they were doing the drug, or they'll have the flashbacks in their sleep or when they daydream of the visions they've seen. Fatigue is your body's way of trying to restore its energy, as eating a psychedelic takes a lot of energy as its effects has it on you, and the effects can wear you out. Thank you.